Okay, okay. Now I'm about to read my second chapter of Talking Jersey, the memories. Newark, as in the city of Newark. Chucky, as in Chuck E. Cheese, and Live, as in Liv Morgan. Chapter 2: The best stores Newark has to offer. During the 70s, my sister and I used to go with mom to downtown Newark when they had the few shopping stores there. There was Woolworth, McRory's, Orbach's, Two Guys, Sears, etc. Then you have Learner Shops, that is next to the Prudential Insurance building. Then there's Bond Clothing Store outside of downtown Newark. There was a big green building on Elizabeth Avenue known as Sears, next to a supermarket called Food Town, an A&P supermarket across the street, leading to the Milford Avenue, where my now deceased uncle and aunt and cousins used to live at the time, with a, with a German shepherd named King, who died a few years later. Their house was opposite Malcolm X Shabazz High School in the red building. I used to go inside that big green Sears almost every time I visit my relatives that lived at Milford Avenue. And inside that food town, but I had no recall being at that inside that A&P that was nearby. But I've been to an A&P location, um, which was by where I used to live, with, with mom and big sister, and that was my very first supermarket and my first A&P, short for Atlantic and Pacific, owned by the Great Atlantic and Pacific Tea Company, the manufacturer of A&P supermarkets. It was on South Orange Avenue in Newark, New York, off of my block in Littleton Avenue, the one block we moved from Custer Place. Across from Littleton Avenue, there was a corner store and a bar lounge called the Golden Door on the yellow building, like a cheese building, like the cheese bus, as we in New Jersey used to refer to school bus as. Then on 18th Avenue, there was a school where I started kindergarten, and then there's the lemon ice stand where we used to go get some Italian ice like snow cones. Then there's a few ice cream trucks that go by, and there's the Italian ice trucks with the blue one and the one with little Jimmy drawn on the trucks, and the green one with the penguin drawn on it. Then you got Mr. Softy, the ice cream truck with a mascot, and there's Polar Freeze. As for supermarkets, there was Pantry Pride, also known as Food Fair, Key Food, Seatown, Murray Steaks, and Red Star Meats, the big location in Springfield Avenue across from where Food Town was at the time, and the other in Clinton Avenue. Then there's Pathmark, and then there's ShopRite, and yes, there was A&P in Food Town. I've been to the Food Town that was in Elizabeth Avenue, and the three Food Town locations in Springfield Avenue, the one that's across from the Kruger Building, beer building, near Urban Turner Boulevard, one in the middle across from Red from Red. Where was I? I was lost. Okay, I'm gonna have to repeat that. Elizabeth Avenue, then the three Food Town locations in Springfield Avenue, the one that is across from the Kruger Beer Building, next to Irving Turner Boulevard, one in the middle across from Red Star, and one that was in Irvington, which used to be Pantry Pride. There was an A&P in South Orange Avenue next to where Gulf Gas Station used to be, and it was already gone on my first time being at that part of South Orange Avenue before or it went out of business and was turned into a C-Town supermarket. Then I was at a food then there was a food town going into South Orange, New Jersey, across from another Gulf station. Then in 1977, they put in a food fair supermarket next to a Shell station and by a park next to the Garden State Parkway. And Food Fair is also known as Pantry Pride Supermarkets. I've been inside Food Fair a few times, but it gone as fast as it first opened up. The months after the A&P that was in South Orange Avenue and next the the Gulf station that has been out of business. Years before they put in the KFC, and now it seems to be known as Popeye's Chicken. But as for Pathmark, it's no longer in existence anymore because nowadays, along with A&P, years after A&P bought Pathmark off, they filed for bankruptcy. After all, these years nowadays, both Pathmark and A&P are both long gone. But I grew up with Pathmark supermarkets. Where was I? But I grew up with Pathmark supermarkets. I used to read their yellow circular from the Sunday Star Ledger in the early 80s. I also grew up with Food Town and even ShopRite. I remember that man who endorsed Pathmark for so many years. James Karen was the man that made Pathmark into what it was for all these years. Then you got ShopRite supermarkets based in Elizabeth, New Jersey, under the name of Wakefern Food Corporation. I went past there a few times with these couples, you know, you know. It will. Then you got ShopRite supermarkets based in Elizabeth, New Jersey, under the name of Wakefern Food Corporation. I went past there a few times I can remember. I've been to the one ShopRite in Hillside, New Jersey, in Route 22, next to Burger King, across from McDonald's. It's a good thing in that ShopRite is still standing after all this time. Most after the Pantry Pride supermarkets and food fair locations were gone due to bankruptcy in 1978 in New Jersey, but still in existence in our states until 1983 when it was sold to Fleming. Okay, that's the end of chapter 2. I'm gonna read you another chapter in a little while. Until then, Wiggles, live Morgan or bust, baby. Live Morgan or bust. See you later.